Your lifestyle is, you need to eat a balanced meal. The balanced meal is 30% of protein, 40% of good fat, and 30% of carbohydrate. Two things that really causing to gain more instead of losing that weight. One is not enough protein. Second is not drinking enough water.
So now we got the homework. Um, Colette, what is number three, which is a lifestyle change? Because it looks to me your homework is it's a life change already as such. Or is that life change you're talking about? Let's talk about your
Right.
number three, changing your lifestyle.
Your lifestyle is, you need to eat a balanced meal. Okay. The balanced meal is what? 30% of protein, 40% of good fat, and 30% of carbohydrate. Of course, if you want to lose weight at the beginning, you need to cut down the carbohydrate because carbohydrate turns straight into sugar, right? So we need to cut that one down while we want to lose that fat. But that is your balanced life because your body needs the nutrient to survive, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have that, a lot of people, when they go into the program, they want to lose weight. So they actually don't eat. And when they don't eat, they actually gain more weight because our bodies see that, you don't give me enough nutrient, then whatever you give me, I'm going to store for future
Right.
use.
So
So,
that you shed a little light on because people, I see that all the time, and I personally am often confused by it, and I think other people are too. And that is, good fat. Well, what's good fat? Give me some example of good fat, as well as some example of bad fat, so that we can actually know it. Because, to me, for instance, eating. I'm currently in Austria here. We eat a lots of bacon, a lots of fat, and we usually just do it, we smoke it in the air in literally almost room temperature, maybe a little bit warmer, 30, 40, 50 degree at the very most. That's Celsius. So that's, 80, but very cold. And personally, I don't know right or wrong, but personally, I consider it good fat. Now, please tell us so that we know what the heck good fat is.
well, good fat is, low index. So basically that, like olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, anything that, it's actually, um, don't, don't have the high index that causing for to store in fat. We need fat. Our body needs fat to burn fat.
Can
So,
we cook
so
can we cook that, olive oil or so? Can we if we fry a steak or we make ourselves some, whatever, French fries, some potatoes, whatever it may be in and we, put it in a high oil, avocado oil has a very high burning point, so it's very good for some of this type of cooking.
right.
And,
So like olive oil is not a good oil for cooking. It's a good oil for for putting a salad or something. So of course you got to know that, and even butter, butter coming from animal fat, it's good for you too. So basically that we don't want to be processing food, and all those is actually processing, and eating those is actually have more harm than eating butter. Uh, you know grass-fed beef, the fat from those is much better than, all the thing that we put on the animal right now, you know?
right.
So
But
that
can it be heated? My question is, can it be heated? Is it still good fat after you heat it, or does it automatically, because it gets very hot, become bad fat?
anything that you burn so much, it's take away the antioxidant of it, and it's no longer good for us. So that's what, when you grill meat is the same thing. When it's burned, is actually that's not good for us.
It's very good.
It is good. It's not good for us.
Mm.
So yeah, we can go into detail later on, but
Yeah,
that
no,
is
it's okay. So basically, what you're saying is, when you eat your fat, eat it as cold as possible. Try not to heat it. So if you grill a steak or a fish, just maybe use a any dinky bit of oil to just not get it sticky or whatever, and then grill it. Then you have your fish, you have your meat, and then maybe, and actually lots of chefs do that. Then they drizzle a little bit of olive oil or whatever type of thing, or a really nice butter with herbs, and they put it on it, and but it doesn't burn anymore. It may melt a little bit, it may get a
Right.
little warm on the warm fish, steak, potato, whatever it may be, but it doesn't it's not part of the burning process. Would that be a good way of cooking, and eating?
That would be perfect way. Yes. Yes.
So that's fat.
Yes. We get the clients to come in once a week. And when they come in, we get them back on the scale. We test the antioxidant because, we can tell based on the scale, based on the information we know, why are they gaining weight instead of losing? So two things that really causing to gain more instead of losing that weight. One is not enough protein. Second is not drinking enough water. Because when we
Not
do
cold water, though. Not ice cold water,
not
though.
ice cold water.
No, not ice cold. Stay away from it, Helmut.
Right. So,
Would love
what we mean water is water, not, not beer, not soft drink. So it's really water because what happened is when we help them get rid of the fat, is we need to get the water to filtering out all those toxins, right? So if they don't filtering out by drinking water, the ash and up that's stored in their body. So now it's stored is what? Is a form of fat again, right? So it's not good. So the rule of thumb is your weight divided by two is number of hours of water you should drink per day, right? Of course, you're not going to wait until you're thirsty and dump the whole gallon in it because what it does is fill your bladder and then you need to go to the bathroom, that's, I didn't do the job. We need to constantly drain so your kidney can help filtering out. Your
mm.
liver and your kidney can help filtering out that
But
toxins.
you get lots of sense. It's like, like if we get a huge amount of flood or rain, of like we get heavy rainfall for 24 hours, 90% of the water is known in most places to be totally wasted because it cannot really sicker in and do its job. So having a much nice drizzle for 2 weeks is an awful lot more powerful, even though maybe less water is falling. Okay, I got that. So,
Right.
to summarize, if you don't mind, what I'm hearing is, what it sounds like is this: get a jump start, and we do that basically by freezing the fat. And by doing so, there's a process. We don't need to completely again understand it. You explained it quite a bit anyway. Somewhere along the line, very immediately, that's why you call it a jump start, you will lose weight in inches, which, to be honest, most people, inches is more important than weight, because what do we care what the weight is as long as we kind of like fit into that?
Well,
Uh,
sometimes they're gonna be weight more because they're losing the fat, but they gain the muscle. When they
yes.
come in and the weight come up, but I look at all the data and it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
So actually, what we really care is the inches, kind of, it's
Right.
our shape, the love handles, the they'll go on and that type of stuff, right?
Right.
So jumpstart is good. Jumpstarts might take a couple months, kind of give or take, till you really rotate it. While you do the jump start, and correct me if I'm wrong, you also go ahead and start intermittent fasting right away, which basically means try to at least skip one meal a day. And that will probably do the trick. Do you understand? And you can manage a couple meals, that'd be better. Use it in the evening a little bit because then you sleep in the morning, or use it in the morning. And then, till lunch, you right away have your 15, 16, 17 hours of it.